Imagine this, the roar of the crowd, the electricity in the air, the two fighters squaring off in the center of the ring. In one corner, a legend, a titan of the sport, Iron Mike Tyson. In the other, a YouTube star with a few boxing wins, Jake Paul. This isn't your typical fight night. This is a potential disaster zone. And the question is, will it be the end of boxing as we know it? We all grew up with the stories. Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
You bitch! You scared coward! You got man enough to fuck with me!
A whirlwind of fury in the ring. His knockouts were legendary, his dominance absolute. But what happens when that legend steps into the ring with someone like Jake Paul?
It's a fight. Whatever happens, happens.
You're no good for boxing! Fuck you, you punk-ass white boy! Increasing fighter pay! Putting women's fighting on his pedestal!
Hold on a second. This isn't some kind of clickbait dream. This fight is happening. But the real question is this the moment boxing jumps the shark? Will this be the fight that makes everyone say, this isn't boxing anymore?
Listen, this is called an exhibition. But if you look up exhibition, you will not see any of the laws that we're fighting under. This is a fight.
This fight is more than just two men in a ring. It's a clash of worlds with three critical blows that could have far-reaching consequences. The clown show nobody asked for. Let's be honest, this fight feels like a publicity stunt, a cheap attempt to grab headlines.
Legendary boxer Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring. He's 58 years old. He's facing off against YouTuber turned boxer, 27-year-old Jake Paul.
Sure, Jake Paul has some wins under his belt. He's beaten retired athletes and influencers. But come on, this isn't some David versus Goliath story. He's a YouTuber with a decent right hook, facing a man who dominated the heavyweight division for years. A man who unified the heavyweight titles at the age of 20.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and Michigan, most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
If Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul, it's a massive blow to the credibility of boxing. A whole generation who might not be familiar with boxing history could form their entire perception of the sport based on this one fight. They might remember Iron Mike as the guy who lost to a social media star, not the ferocious champion he once was. This could turn boxing into a joke, a spectacle more about fame than skill. But let's not forget, this isn't just about Jake Paul inflating his ego. Mike Tyson is risking his legendary status for a paycheck. Remember the roar of the crowd when Iron Mike entered the ring? The fear in his opponent's eyes? The sheer power and precision of his punches? This fight could tarnish that image forever. A loss to Jake Paul could overshadow Mike Tyson's entire career. It could turn him from a boxing icon into a faded memory, a cautionary tale of a legend who tarnished his legacy for a quick buck.
I seen a YouTube of him at 16 doing weird dances. That's not the guy I'm going to be fighting. This guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's going to be greatly mistaken.
Look, we don't know for sure what will happen on fight night. Maybe this fight will be a hilarious spectacle, a one-off oddity in the world of boxing. Maybe it'll even bring new fans to the sport, sparking an interest in its rich history and the incredible fighters who came before. But there's also a chance that this fight will be a disaster. It could be the final nail in the coffin for traditional boxing, further pushing it into the shadows of flashy, influencer-driven events. It could be a turning point where boxing loses its connection to its core audience and becomes a mere sideshow. The impact of this fight goes beyond just wins and losses. It's about the legacy of a sport, the respect it commands, and the future of boxing.